We need to realize that the Korean Peninsula situation is extremely complicated. There is no easy, simple solution. It's going to require a combination of patience, consistent, coordinated pressure, not just from the United States, but particularly from China, which is North Korea's major trading partner by far, and all other countries in the region, and all UN member states are going to need to consistently implement the sanctions in this resolution and in all the previous resolutions. Keep in mind that when a UN resolution is passed, the sanctions don't just magically take effect and immediately have an impact on the economy. It takes some time and months before the impact of the sanctions are felt. And secondly, the sanctions alone are by no means enough. Pressure alone is not enough. What the United Nations Security Council and the countries that are concerned really need to do is have clear messaging to North Korea that there is an alternative. North Korea is seeking nuclear weapons primarily to ensure the security of its regime. It needs to be given an off-ramp, and that off-ramp between the potential for conflict, which we all want to avoid and de-escalate the risk, and sanctions that are increasingly going to hurt its economy and increasingly cause it pain and suffering, to make it clear to North Korea that there is an alternative, and that lies through dialogue with the concerned member states.
Michael, this is Sherry joining the conversation from South Korea. Do you think, I mean, I understand the pain of having to do that, but do you think it will maybe help not waste time moving forward and maybe give that recognition to North Korea once we get to that point, and then start negotiating from there so that we can actually have some kind of a productive dialogue and a framework?
So again, the situation right now is that North Korea has not expressed a willingness to negotiate in any terms that have been made clear. So we need a combination of consistent messaging, particularly from the US and China and South Korea, but also from all other members of the Security Council, that sanctions are going to have to be maintained. Nobody wants sanctions. Nobody wants to have to do this, but North Korea is in violation of a series of international norms and UN Security Council resolutions. And for the support of global security, this is an unfortunate situation that needs to continue. We need to be patient and continue implementing those resolutions. But we also need to look wherever possible for avenues for dialogue, to find creative solutions to some extent that can give the North Korean regime an opportunity to find a path toward peaceful coexistence. It's not going to be easy, it's not going to be simple, it's not going to happen overnight, but we need to be patient and consistent, and in particular we need Beijing and Washington and the other capitals in the region to coordinate their messaging and response so that we don't have opportunities for North Korea to try to play one party against the other.